Hi guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. Today's video is going to be the kickoff of my Planning for 2020 series. I've been doing this series on my channel for a few years now. I started back in 2016 with my Planning for 2017 series, and I've shared a lot of planner reviews with you guys over the years and a lot of great inexpensive planner finds. This year I'm keeping the momentum going, but I'm adding in more comprehensive videos with useful tips and tricks that I have learned over the years of being in this planner community, but most importantly, finding a planner and creating a planner system for me that will make me most productive and make the best use of my time. So that leads me to what today's video is, which is choosing the right planner for you. I've come up with 5 tips on helping you choose the right planner, and I am going to go more in depth with some of these tips in later videos, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you're not subscribed already, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because throughout this series I'm going to be having hidden giveaways. So I would love for you guys to take part in that. But without further ado, let's get into the 5 tips that I have of choosing the right planner for you. Tip number 1 is to map out what exactly it is that you want in a planner. Just get a piece of paper, write it all down. What is it that you want to track? What is it that you find yourself needing on the go? What is essential to you? Oftentimes we fall into this hole of what everybody else has, and we want to experiment and try everything. Just like you can't buy all the things, you can't try all the things because it's not always going to work. I know for me that a horizontal planner is not really for me. I do use a horizontal planner for memory planning, but for day-to-day, it just doesn't work. I also see a lot of people using A5 rings. I am not a ring planner girl. As much as I love their aesthetic, I know that it's not going to work for me. So you have to be mindful of what it is that you want in a planner and just write it all down. So the planner that I'm using right now, and the planner that I'm going to be using in 2020, is this half letter planner. I will have all details of this linked in the description box below. And I just went and wrote down everything that I wanted. And for me, I made subcategories of what's a priority of what I want in a planner and what's a maybe. So a daily for me, which really helps me make the best use of my time, needed to have that. I needed to have a place to corral all of the projects that I'm working on, a goal section, a note section, and then the other one I have in here is just for lists. Lists and notes are separate for me. Lists are things that I need to accomplish that are not on a particular day, where notes is just the miscellaneous information. So there's could be an overlap in there if you don't want to have those 2 kinds of sections and you just want to have it all in one. But that is why I decided to separate my list from my notes. And then the maybe that I have is for a monthly or calendar. I know that I want to have a perpetual calendar just to see the year at a glance, but I'm still torn between whether I want to have a month on a page, month on 2 pages, if I want to include one, whatever. So that is why I separated my must-haves from the maybe. So that's another way when you're mapping it out to further categorize what it is that you really, really need and want versus what could probably not be included in the planner. Tip number 2 is to determine your writing style. I've come up with 6 ways. I'm going to quickly go over them, but I am going to have a more in-depth video with examples, so stay tuned for that. But way number 1 is for my long-winded people, use a horizontal. If you like to write more in complete sentences than shorthand, then horizontal is for you. For all of my listers, I recommend a vertical. There's so many vertical options on the market. Happy Planner is one. Erin Condren is one. You can just make your own vertical layout yourself as well. Plum paper, purple trail, there's so many, but that is option number 2. Number 3 would go for my time managers, my people that need to prioritize and block their time. There's a lot of hourly options. One of them, Happy Planner has one. I believe Erin Condren has one, as well as There's some other undated ones. I believe Passion Planner has it as well. Then there are the monthly for my at a glance people. If you don't really need to have a full out planner and you just need to see the month, and a monthly planner is great for you. And the monthly is just literally January to December. You can get them anywhere, but don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has great monthly options for just $1. Then for my customizers, people that want to create the planner themselves, there are a lot of inserts that you can purchase. Cloth and Paper is one, Sesame, Lotus Co. There's also a whole bunch on Etsy. I'll have all of the options that I've come across. Annie Plants Printables is another one. And the great thing about inserts is that they have the option to where you can print them yourself, or you can purchase them already printed and hole punch for whatever planner you're going to be using. To number 4. Tip number 3 is to research what's on the market. There's so many planners, y'all. I know it can be overwhelming, but I'm going to show you guys a few of what's on the market, popular brands. So you guys have heard me talk about Happy Planner. This is a classic size Happy Planner. I have a big size Happy Planner that is I use for memory planning. This is a mini size Happy Planner. This is a half sheet Happy Planner. And if you're going with the wrong collection, they call it the skinny Happy Planner. There's also coil planners. So those are disc planners. The one that I showed you is from ARC. The ARC line at Staples. Martha Stewart also has that at Staples. The Tool at Office Depot. Levenger, which you can get online. So there's a lot of disc-bound options. Then when it comes to coil, Erin Condren is like the holy grail of coil planners. But there's also Plum Paper. Purple Trail is another option. And then Michael's Recollection line also has coil planners as well. The thing with coil planners versus the disc bound is that you can't really add as much as you want to add, but that's an option of just having your planner all together. And coil planners are actually the most common that you'll find when you go to any kind of store. Another option is just to get a bullet journal. I love bullet journals. You don't have to get a Stalogy. There's a lot of options that you can get on Amazon, but also if you go to your local craft store, you can just get a dot grid or grit notebook, and there's your bullet journal. This Stalogy is a B6 size. I used it from January to June of 2019. This thing was my everything. I love this, and I think it was around 20 bucks or so, but if you're not adding stickers and everything, you could spend 20 bucks for the year. And because this is a 365 one, they do have the half year ones. But yeah, I love my Stalogy. There's also non-dated versions. For instance, this one is Clever Fox, and you have the monthlies in here. They have some other planning pages, like as far as like creating a vision board and daily rituals. And what I love about undated planners is that you start it when you want, and if you miss a day, you miss a day. You can write it in. You're not really wasting the planner. What else is there? Oh, this one is from Cloth and Paper. You can get more sophisticated looking planners like this. This one actually came in the Cloth and Paper October stationery box. But then there's more. Y'all didn't think that I was just going to show y'all like 2 of them, right? Can't forget the rings and the strings. Those are 2 other ones that are pretty popular. So a lot of people are using A5 at the moment. Guess they want a little bit more space, and personal wide is another popular option. But here is a ring option that you can get from Michaels. Michaels has this personal size, and I believe they have A5. I know that the Day, is it the Day Designer? I think the Day Designer has an option at Target. Super cute. And these prices range anywhere from like $30 something. But the ones that you get from either Michaels or Target do come with inserts. So that's a plus. And then the other one that I want to share is a Traveler's Notebook. Erin Condren does have an option. This is a B6 Traveler's Notebook. I will link below my Traveler's Notebook setup. I like to use this when before I jumped into a bullet journal, I was just creating my own layout because I wanted to do my own thing, and I just used blank inserts and created my own spread, and I corralled them all into here. This cover I got from Etsy, but you can get them anywhere. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on Etsy. Another thing with the rings is that a lot of people like Gillios, a lot of people are into pocket size planners. So that is what I have to say about the planners that are on the market and researching. Look at everything that's out there, but then that is twofold with tip number 4, which is staying within your budget. If you have the means to purchase a planner of upwards $100, cool. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. I know that it's really, really hard to think of how much money people spend on planners, but not to justify it, but planning has become a hobby for a lot of people. So they're spending a lot of money, just as someone with, you know, a lot of makeup would spend. Someone that collect cars, you can only drive one at a time, just like you can only do one makeup look at a time, you can only use one planner at a time. It's hobbies, and our hobbies and what we like, and they become obsessions, and we end up buying all the things, and we need all the things. But the thing about customizing planners, especially when you go on a site like Erin Condren or even Purple Paper Planner and even the Happy Planner, all the accessories and all of the add-ons add up. And you can look at a planner that is, let's take Erin Condren for example. The planner itself is like 50 bucks, but then when you want to add on everything else, you're spending upwards of $100. And I know that that's not feasible for a lot of people, especially people that don't want to spend a lot of money on a planner. There are so many options of planners that you can purchase that are not going to break the bank. So for all of my people that love spending all the money, you're over here, you can spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on planner supplies. I know that I have. If you can afford it, great. For my people that can't, there are so many options for you. Don't break the bank trying to keep up with what everybody else has in their planner, because that's not the point. There are so many affordable options from all of the tips that I've given that will fit within your budget. So keep that in mind when you're researching what's on the market. And tip number 5, the most important one, is to just get started. Don't wait until 2020 to start planning. Start now, here in November. Experiment. Try before you buy. If you go out and you find a 2019 planner that's like super duper cheap, 2019 planners are coming in under $10 and in some places under $5 depending on where you go. Michael's is a great place to go if you want to just try out different planners. Get one that is out of season, because then you're able to try it out. Another thing that's cool is to get an academic planner. This way, if you want to try it out but you want to switch it up next year, you're not completely wasting it. Here we are in November. You didn't use July or August in the planner. You can back plan and try out different layouts if that's something you want to experiment with as well. But then you also have up until June of the following year. And then if you want to switch it up and get another one, you can, and you want to try something else, cool. Or you can jump right into another academic year and use that one going into 2021. So just get started. There's a lot of free printable options. So much for you guys to try out. But if all else fails, just grab a piece of paper and write down your to-dos, check them off, prioritize. There's nothing wrong with just having a regular to-do book. So those are my 5 tips, but I told you guys there were going to be giveaways, so let's get into that really quick. So today's giveaway is going to be this Clever Fox 6-month undated planner. I did do a full review of this, but as I showed you guys, it does come with stickers. You have the monthly in here. It also has like gratitude and daily rituals. You have the weekly layout, and then there's also a weekly review section. So if you would be interested in getting this, then all you have to do is subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment what planner you plan on using in 2020. It's that easy. This planner also comes with a pen loop. But that is it. Just subscribe, like the video and leave a comment below what planner you plan on using in 2020, and I will enter you in the giveaway to win this Clever Fox planner. If you have any other questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section as well. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box. I will have a full blog post for you guys on everything that I mentioned, and I hope that you find the upcoming videos that I'm sharing this month as useful, because I still find them useful as I'm trying to get my bearings in what planner I'm going to be using in the new year. If you are not subscribed, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Also, be sure to check out the links in the description box to my blog and Instagram. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. And for all of you that are subscribed and a part of the Chaotic Critic fam, I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It has been quite the year, and I'm so glad to be growing this community, and I'm glad that you guys are along for the ride. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!